What's up, super fans? It is Fit Nerd from Superheroes Ultimate. Welcome to another episode of Heroes Finest, where we review, reveal, and discuss all the latest and the greatest in the superhero realm. And today we're going to be discussing Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Joining me, we have the Flash Fanatic. Warning, this is your warning. There's spoilers ahead. If you have not seen the episode 1 or 2 yet, pause it, like, subscribe, and come back to it later. What's up, Flash Fanatic?
So just one of the big things I thought was really interesting in the show was the choreography, especially the fight scene with Karli. I think I'm saying it right. Morgenthu is the leader of the Flag Smashers, and essentially this is actually a gender swap from the comics. So in the comics, it was the name Karli was Carl, who wanted to be able to rid the world of any nations. That's what the Freedom Fighters message is for: is one world united. Which of course there are many people who follow that thought process, and of course if the way you do things is, I sometimes feel, is more important than the end result, is how you're getting to it. Hydra, in a sense, wanted to bring world peace. How they were going to do it, not the best choice. So I thought that was really cool. The gender swap, especially the fact that actually she has this bit of you can feel for this character. It's not like this is necessarily a bad person, and what even adds to that complexity is the fact that at one point they show her phone, and it's like a threat on her phone. It's like, you took what's mine, and I'm going to kill you. And I think that refers to maybe maybe whatever they're taking, the super soldier serum or whatever it is. And I think the other person on the other side of the phone is the power broker. And the power broker is actually another character related to this story who experimented. And earlier you mentioned Joaquin Torres. So this actually, in contrast to what you were saying about he might just inherit the tech, there's a possibility he may end up getting wings. If he ends up finding who this guy is and he turns him essentially into a half-bird hybrid. You never know with these things.
It definitely looks like he looks up to the Falcon already too.
Yeah. So in the beginning of the episode, you see John in the locker room. He's looking through. That's his old high school, by the way. Peels off a piece of tape and says JW10. And as any Easter egg hunter will know, when you get letters and numbers in sequence next to each other, that is a point where you Google and see what the heck that says. And what I actually found was that related to a comic book run for, I think it was called, here we go, Heroic Age Heroes Volume 1. The JW10, what that essentially could potentially be referring to was the fact that in that episode, or that comic book, that he was able to lift 10 tons and was graded as a Class 10 super strength hero. So it's kind of just interesting, just as a small little Easter egg, that right now might be where he's heading in terms of if he has super strength. I'm not necessarily sure if he has it yet or not. That may come later. That might be somehow he maybe wants the super strength so he can compete with some of the other heroes that he's fighting or competing with. The other Easter egg that you kind of mentioned comes right toward the end, where they're essentially going to go see Zemo. And I thought this was an interesting one. One of the things I found was the number was 2187. And 2187, surprisingly, is actually the same number that was in Star Wars A New Hope as Princess Leia's captive cell. In the first one, when Luke and Han are going to rescue her dressed as stormtroopers. And I thought that was kind of funny, because I'm thinking what other prisons would they be able to use in any of the movies? I'm trying to really think of any numbers or anything that was associated with like prisons in that movie, and like you could also think like maybe it has to do with like a comic book number, but it lined up so perfectly. That's really funny, and even like the quote was like when Luke and Han are dressed up as stormtroopers and they're going into the prison war area and stuff, and they say like, we got to find out which cell this princess of yours is in. Here it is, 2187. The song at the beginning. Now, I know a lot of people look for those details, like I said earlier. If you see numbers and letters in a sequence, you're going to look for that. I also like to listen a lot and see if I could hear something different, so I always note what the song is. I'll look it up after. One of the things I actually noticed was that the song that was playing by the high school band out on the field in the beginning of the episode was called a Star-Spangled Man, which is also actually a nod to the first Avenger, Captain America, the first Avenger, because that was the song when he went on tour. That's what they were playing, was the Star-Spangled Man, and that's actually really interesting, not in the fact that he was miserable. He was like totally, like, he hated just going to these towns and punching out Hitler over and over again. I'm sure that was the best thing, but like, you know, the same thing. He wanted to be on the battlefield. And this is an updated version of the song that was used, and in this instead, you see that there's not really a conflict with where he's at, with where John is at, the U.S. agent / fake Captain America. Like, he's America's ass. Not America's ass. I just wanted to point that out, that, you know, if there's any other content creators out there and you're looking for things, just so keep in mind the songs and stuff. Sometimes the songs hold the keys. So I thought that was a really cool Easter egg. Just reference there was a lot of throwbacks to the first Avenger in this one.
There you have it. Falcon and the Bucky show is in the books. It is amazing. Sadly, it is only 6 episodes.
The Falcon and the White Wolf. The Falcon and Bucky.
The White Panther.
The White Panther. The guy who lives in an apartment with a sheet.
A sheet and a couch.
A sheet and a couch.
How does it make sense that he has a couch and he sleeps on the floor? Well, Bucky Barnes is a minimalist.
Yes.
That's what it is. He's a minimalist.
He's a minimalist.
He just needs a TV and a vibranium arm.
Exactly. Which looks awesome, by the way. Just, well, I kind of
really like the upgrade in his arm.
I like the upgrade. I like how he literally just took his sleeve off when he was jumping out the plane. He literally is like, all right, right off, and then he didn't do a superhero landing, John. He didn't.
No, but Red Wing was able to capture it all on video, so we'll probably see that on YouTube from Sam Wilson's YouTube. The latest on episode 1 and 2, probably introducing the Young Avengers. I am almost certain that this is what they're going with in the MCU. What do you guys think? Comment below. What was your favorite part of the series so far? Are you excited that it's only 6 episodes or disappointed that it's 6 episodes? If you like what you saw here today, don't forget to smash the subscribe button, give us a like, turn on the notifications, and we'll see you in the next Fit Nerd. Over and out.